Is it Rio over here? There's somebody over here. Oh, it's Two-Pack. Okay, you want to catch on the bounce again? Here we go, Two-Pack. Here we go, Two-Pack. Alright, so I just made sure no one's in the house because I think Rio's going to go home soon. I want to go with her. She just buried a nut in the snow. You gonna bury nuts where you don't live? I don't really understand their strategy unless she's not the only one to do this. I've wondered if what they do is store a few nuts here in case they ever come here. Like, she makes a long trip to come here. She might be thinking maybe someday I come all the way here and Amy's not available, and if so, I'll have stored this nut for myself. She's just buried it near the deck, so that makes sense. So if she came here, she'd look near the deck. Now, the odds that it would still be there are very low. It's worth a shot. This is Rio. Here comes the car, so I'm going to stay here and make sure Rio stays there. I should have videoed this whole thing, what we go through. When she goes to leave my house, it's with all this snow and especially the heavy snow, it's really hard to do. And I use my flashlight to sweep the trees and make sure there's no hawks or falcons in them. Just sweep it in the general direction of where she's going to fly into to try to make them fly if they're there. Nobody flew, but it was hard to tell by the birds we were hearing. Hear that sound? Just that single cheep sound. It was hard to know if it was safe or not. Usually there's more birds than just one. So I see her through as far as I can get her, but I can't go through all these people's yards. So then I run around to where I know she's going to pop out, or, you know, because there she is. And then I wait for her here to take care of her at the destination. And she still has to cross the street and get into another woods. I didn't think she lived in that tree. It was just so what she does, she stops at trees for safety along the way. So I guess that's all that one was. And there was a car coming, which made it even worse. She's got to cross this road right here and get back to her woods. So I'm just here to help her feel safer. Down, there she is. She's gonna go across. All right. And back in there somewhere is where she lives, I guess. That's where she went off to. So I'm going to be aiming at Condo Girl here, who I'm happy to see, while I tell a funny story. So I have a meeting for work starting soon, less than 15 minutes, and I decided to do makeup. The funny thing is I had the alternative. The customer we're meeting with makes software that makes an avatar. I could have used an avatar. I created one for myself using their software. But instead I thought, well, I'll just fix myself. It's the first time I'm meeting with them in live-ish, as live is these days on video. And so I thought I'll do some makeup and look good. Well, I had bought this makeup on Amazon. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't even notice, I don't think, the fact that it said changeable right on it. I didn't even notice that before. Well, so I took out my little eyeshadow brush and I put on what I thought was going to be like a orangey brown kind of color, and it went on just this black soot like all over my eyes. And I'm like, I thought I had old makeup from another time on the brush, so I thought, well, the more I keep using it, the black will wear off and the actual color I'm trying to use will show up. But instead, the more I used it, the more black went around my eyes. And so I was like, what is even going on? And I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, this makeup is new, not old. This doesn't even make sense. Like, I'm looking at a light orangey brown and it's going on just this, it looked like something out of the fireplace. Soot just all around my eyes. So I kind of rubbed it in. I figured, what else am I going to do at this point? I can't get all this black off. So I just kind of rubbed it in. Now I have all this black around my eyes. And I checked myself in the camera on the laptop to see what I'm going to look like, to make sure it isn't like too bad. And the funny thing is I look like an avatar now. I totally look like an avatar. So now I don't need to use their avatar software. I look like one. Like, this makeup is so pronounced I would turn the phone around here. I don't know, maybe I should. Okay, let me see what I don't even want to know what I look like out here. I'll try it. I will be your avatar today. What would you like to know? Do you have questions about software? I got Sweet Tank in the house and somebody else. There's Sweet Tank. And then we've got some interest over here. And we've got was over here with Sweet Tank. I'm not sure right now who this is. We know who that is. It's either Bobby with an I or Bobby with a Y brown. Well, I guess that means we're not sure who that is. If you can narrow it down to 2 squirrels, you're doing pretty good around here. Well, this is Brown on a, what are we, Wednesday? No, Thursday morning. Here we go with another day. You want a nut too? What? Pods? Borgs? What is this? I'll tell you what it is. It's deer. It's deer protection. These deer, they came, I had juniper bushes all right here. It's now flat. They ate freaking everything. The squirrels use these things for hides. It took years and years to grow them, and the deer just demolished this one and the one behind it right there. All that is twigs that they left. They ate all the green. So I'm protecting what's left, and I'm even protecting what they ate so they don't get, because there's, I mean, they could eat even more, I'm sure. They are so just, I don't understand. I wish I had video of what this looked like before. It was beautiful. And the thing is besides that, and the more importantly, it was functional like this. It's all, the squirrels could run and hide under there. And I took years growing it back after I moved in, and the previous owner just wasn't living here as much. So the deer had moved in and made it their home. And there was crap everywhere when I moved in. I didn't understand. It's because deer were sleeping everywhere. They were living here. So as I started, you know, I'm an outdoor person, so I guess that made the deer stop living here outside all day, and then and night. Maybe not the night though, that's the problem. And so that's obviously what happened here, because they didn't eat all that during the day. I'm out here all the time. So I'm going to, yeah, the squirrels just love this stuff. I have another one over there. So I made it, the squirrels can get under there. I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe cut some holes in the top of here, little holes that the squirrels can dive into, so they can sit on here, and then if hawks come, they can dive in. This, I can't even. This was this. This was more of this. And it looked like all one, and now it's just destroyed. I can't, when you mess with my squirrels, you mess with me, you know? These were their hides. They are their hides. Now I'm just gonna try to, I don't know, make do with it like this, but I'm gonna have to make a way where the squirrels can get in from the top, and then have some areas where they can get in underneath. And I figure, and I was trying to think of a way to hold it down, because I thought, you know, what if the hawks find a way to get in? I think the rain will make it heavy and hold it down. It'll rain, the stuff will get heavy, and I don't know if that'll even wreck the bushes even more. It is so frustrating.